Her demeanor isn't arrogance, it's certainty. She doesn't posture like Luther or flaunt her strength like Darkseid. She doesn't need to. That's the most unnerving part. Hikari's power is absolute, and she knows it. Yet she doesn't wield it recklessly. She's deliberate, precise, as though every action, every word is part of some intricate design I haven't begun to decipher. She called herself the Assimilator, a title that seems almost too modest for someone who claims to command both reality and fiction. If her origin story is true, and I have no reason to doubt it, it paints a grim picture. A girl crushed by circumstance, both literally and metaphorically, thrust into an existence she couldn't control. And then against all odds, she seizes that control. Not just over her life, but over everything. That kind of trauma. It doesn't create monsters. It creates something worse. Something beyond comprehension. Hikari isn't acting out of malice or ambition. She's acting out of boredom. She's admitted as much. The endless monotony of her existence drives her to seek stimulation wherever she can find it. And when you're as powerful as she is, the usual distractions, games, debates, even combat, don't suffice. She needs more. She needs us. Or maybe it's not us she needs. Maybe it's the challenge we represent. The Justice League, the Bat family, even Luther. We're all pieces on her board. She's moving us, testing us, watching how we react. But to what end? That's the question I can't answer. Is she trying to prove something to herself? To us? Or is this just another experiment in a long line of experiments to stave off her boredom? And then there's her restraint. For all her power, she hasn't killed anyone. Not directly. Even when she had us trapped, when she toyed with us like pawns, she didn't cross that line. Why? Is it because she still clings to some semblance of humanity? Or is it simply because killing us wouldn't entertain her? She's dangerous, but not in the way Darkseid or Joker is dangerous. She doesn't thrive on chaos for chaos's sake. She thrives on understanding, on equilibrium. She's not trying to destroy the world. She's trying to understand it, to test its boundaries, its contradictions, and that makes her more unpredictable than any villain I've faced. She talked about scales, about balance, about duality. She called Barry order, and herself chaos, as though they were two sides of the same coin. But what does that make the rest of us? Are we the in-between? The undecided? She's forcing us to confront our own contradictions, our own hypocrisies, and in doing so, she's holding up a mirror none of us want to look into. Her fixation on me, Diana, and Clark isn't random. She sees us as the pillars of this team, the unshakable foundation. But she's also testing that foundation, looking for cracks. And if she finds them, what then? Does she exploit them? Or does she try to fix them in her own twisted way? Most of all, I can't shake the feeling that she's trying to tell us something. Something we're not ready to hear. Or maybe something she's not ready to say. Her actions are deliberate, yes. But there's also a layer of hesitation beneath them. As if she's waiting for us to figure it out on our own. Whatever her endgame is, one thing is certain. Hikari Nakamura isn't just another threat to neutralize. She's a puzzle to solve. And if we don't solve it soon, we may not like the consequences.